Hey guys. Um, okay, apparently my camera's doing the adjustable brightness thing. Okay. Um, just got back from the gym a little while ago. Um, I was finishing up watching Beard's stream. He was doing Cult of the Lamb today, so that was fun. Um, and it also let me just kind of vegetate for a little bit. I had a very productive day at the gym. But first, I wanted to talk about I did a weigh in. The results are on my community tab. I also dropped them in the Discord, also on my Facebook, because I don't post directly stuff from here to Facebook, just because I'm not sure I necessarily want all my family, like my blood family, knowing that I do YouTube. Um, I don't know. Um, it's my bio mom mostly. I don't know if she'd get upset with, the truthful things I talk about in regards to her, or if she'd try to make it seem like I'm lying or misinterpreting memories, or you know any of the excuses she could possibly give. And I just don't want to go through that. So, um, but I do like post like my gym stuff on there and stuff like that, um, because there's Tom's mom, you know, and there's still my sisters and everyone else that I still want them to know that I'm doing good. I posted Mocha over there, um, because yeah, I still want to share some things. I'm not sure how seeing everything 100%, light of day, honest, would affect some. So that's what that is. Um, I mean, it's not that I entirely hide it. I mean, especially now that I do the link tree thing. Um, I could be found. So, um, I'm a little bit distracted because I'm hungry. But on the way home, made me realize that I could look some stuff up, and I did, and I figured I'd share that with you guys. But so I did the weigh-in. I'm now straight 313 pounds. The last time I did a weigh-in, that wasn't right before I started attending the Red Wedding, I was at 314.8. So I'm down almost another 2 pounds, technically 1.8. Um, Apparently my phone is almost a whole ass pound because I did one weigh in while I was holding the phone because I didn't think about it, and it had me at 314. And I was like, wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. And so I set down the phone, reweighed myself, 314 or 313 for the second one. Um, and again, you guys can see that on my community tab because I just copy pasted the smart scale right over, so it's readings. I'm the only one that lives here. So it's not anyone else's. It's not like even if I were to put all three boys on there, they would not equal 313 pounds. So I'm still going downwards, and it is just the week following, shedding all the crap. So I'm not that bothered by the fact that it's just that little. Oh, someone outside. So, I made sure that I hadn't showered yet because my hair holds on to a lot of moisture. Like it's still kind of wet in the back. And I showered before I went to the gym, and my pickup was for 1 p.m. And it's now 5:02 on Monday, August 19th. I have my tablet like right over there. Um, so definitely, it was a good way in. Technically, I did have a little bit extra on me now because the bracelet from Nerfy came in. I posted some pictures on the community tab as well as in the Discord. I'm trying to make sure it focuses right, and I'm also showing my wrist in a okayish angle. But one point Nerfy was the pentagram did come off on its own at one point when you're kind of clamping, when you're putting it around the plastic and you're making sure the ring is closed, you might want to make sure it's going more closed, because I think the plastic band like was able to slip through, and that's how it fell off. But it fell off onto my mattress, so it was very easy to find, and then I just used my teeth after I got it back on to like close it more. So it won't go anywhere. But she asked for critiques. I am in no way not appreciating my gift, just so people are aware. Because Nerfy, I do. I wore it. I've been wearing it since I put it on. So I wore it in the shower. I wore it to the gym. I wear it so it kind of flops over the little to the moon and back. I love you to the moon and back thing. So it just it feels better being above the bracelet than below it. And I like that when I shake my wrist, it makes a clacking sound. So, so yes, did the weigh-in, got ready to go to the gym, went to the gym. The one machine with the yellow buttons that I've shown, check my community tab, because I did like I found a demo video of someone using it to kind of show all the machines that I'm using, as well as the little dumbbell exercises that I do. And I kind of showed you guys on a previous one the stretches that she taught me, like involving my arms to help my neck. But there were some other stretches that I took pictures of that are on the community tab that involve it's almost like a cage. And I know I talked about it previously, but today I actually had the time to go and do some of them. So I took screenshots of those those specific exercises that I was doing, just to show you guys. So again, that's all on the community tab. But the one with the yellow buttons that kind of comes out like this, that machine was broken, but I was able to do everything else. The punching machine, the ones that I do frontwards and backwards, the rope pulley I was actually able to do today. I did both the recumbent stepper and the recumbent bike. I did the dumbbells, doing these lifts, and then the hammer curls. Trying to see now if I can see any, like, I'm not seeing too much. I might have to up the weights a little bit. The the dumbbells felt a little too easy today. For these ones, I do 5. For the hammer curls, I do 8. I might want to switch it to 8 and 10 now. At least that much. I only did 25 for the one press that I do frontwards and backwards. But that's because when I woke up this morning, like, it was feeling tight right at the base of my neck. And so I took it a little bit easy, and I only did 2 miles on both the stepper and the bike because one woman was waiting for the steppers, and there's only 2, unfortunately. And so I was on one, another one was on the other. We had basically just started. Well, I was a mile in. The other person had just gotten on there. And so I stopped myself at 2 miles just so the other woman could have her other turn as soon as possible. But we talked a bit during my last, like, half mile, because she came back around. She was doing something else first, and then she came back, and so I was explaining to her that, that I apologized that I was taking so long, but I like to do 2 to 2.5 miles on them when I use them. And the woman on the machine next to me, the other stepper, and that woman, they were like, that's kind of impressive. And so I just went to explain why I try to do so much on them, that I'm on the weight loss journey and where I'm at with that. And it was actually kind of nice, especially since they asked me, like, are you doing it basically on your own? And so I told them that it's basically been just the calorie counting and intermittent fasting until recently, where my really good friend has been so awesome to help me do this gym membership thing. And it was nice to just have random strangers actually think that, like, what I'm doing is a really big accomplishment, because being honest with myself, not trying to, it's not a pat myself on the back thing, but fuck, I am getting closer to being officially 140 pounds down. So it's not a little thing. Yes, this week the loss was a little bit slower. Yeah, I ate a little bit more sugary shit during my period, and that's a bit of what I do. But it was healthier options. Like, I did the peanut butter, and oh my god, Walmart just came out with this fucking pumpkin butter. It is so fucking good. So fucking good. It's their own brand, great value, and it's very simple in its ingredients. It's like pumpkin puree, I think there's some lemon juice, ginger, nutmeg. Like, it's maybe 8 ingredients altogether, and nothing that's hard to pronounce. It's like all natural stuff, and you can taste like the warm spices in it, and oh my god, it was so good. And I did peanut butter and jellies with those, and it's not as sweet as like jellies or preserves, and I actually liked that. And it was only 35 calories per serving, so that was also a nice thing. But of course I used regular peanut butter, because I couldn't find I was looking for a low salt, but or a low sugar, but apparently Walmart doesn't do that, and I wasn't going to pay double the price for the ones that did it. For the benefits, it's not worth it. It's just not. But I did do the multigrain bread, which is basically the same Great Values multigrain bread is essentially the same calories, fiber, all that as most brands 12 grain bread. Um, I did the comparisons myself because do your own research. That's what I tell people. Um, so yes, I did lean a little bit more into sweet foods. I have a sweet tooth when I'm attending the red wedding. It's something I acknowledge. So, but I mean, I still did nearly 2 pounds down. So, I mean, it's not nothing. And so, explanations, not excuses. And I'm going to make myself up a whole mess of fucking kimchi ramen with my kielbasa and my cabbage and carrots when I'm done this because yeah, I'm my stomach's getting ready to growl. I haven't eaten since 11 o'clock last night, and it's now just about quarter after 5. So, but as I was going home, like I know people do suggest that people eat something with protein and such before they go working out, and then usually eating something after. But since I am focusing more on weight loss than doing the muscle, I mean, I do want to develop some muscle, but I mean, more the focus is on weight loss. So I looked up about, was it beneficial to still be fasting while you're doing your gym exercises? And according to Healthline, yes. Um, I will make sure to have this in the description so you guys can see yourself. But how to exercise safely during intermittent fasting. While you may burn more fat if you exercise during intermittent fasting, it's also possible that you'll have less energy and won't be able to work out as hard. The key is listening to your body. See, I do that one energy drink a day. That's my primary source of caffeine for the day as well. And I do that with my meds before I'm going out. So, I have found my energy to be quite good. I mean, I'm still at least feeling energetic. I think I'm presenting as energetic, at least for the most part. Scroll through any social media platform or online health and fitness publication, and you're bound to read about someone doing intermittent fasting while still maintaining their exercise routine. While the attention the intermittent fasting craze is getting seems to be over the top, this type of lifestyle isn't new. There's decent research and anecdotal reports about how to make intermittent fasting work, especially if you're planning to exercise while doing it. And yes, because that's where I started 7+ years ago, doing that research, looking at studies, looking, at the science on the intermittent fasting. I didn't do the traditional fasting window because I wasn't sure about the whole sleep thing, but more recently we did, talking to Matthew, my health coach. It made sense after he talked about it, and I should have looked specifically at it, but your body ramps up your metabolism as you're sleeping because your body's working to flush out basically all the crap you've been doing to it during the day while you sleep. And that's why they usually suggest between 7 and 9 hours of sleep for most adults, to make sure that your body's getting that time to reset things. So check out what the experts have to say about how to safely and effectively exercise while fasting. Pros and cons of exercising while on a fast. If you're trying intermittent fasting or you're fasting for other reasons and you still want to get your workouts in, there are some pros and cons to consider before you decide to work out in a fasted state. Some research shows that exercising while fasting affects muscle biochemistry and metabolism that's linked to insulin sensitivity and the steady management of blood sugar levels. Research also supports eating and immediately exercising before digestion or absorption occurs. This is particularly important for anyone with type 2 diabetes or metabolic syndrome. Metabolic syndrome. I knew that didn't sound right as I was saying it out loud, so it took me a second. I'm sorry. Um, Chelsea Emengel, MSRD, Management of Fitness Programming and Nutrition at Virtual Health Partners, says that an upside while fasting is that your stored carbohydrates, known as glycogen, are most likely depleted, so you'll be burning more fat to fuel your workout. And honestly, because I'm drinking the energy drink before I head out. I have the half gallon that I take with me. Um, like, I don't feel hungry until I'm basically waiting to go home. Then that's my body going, oh, so it's time to eat now? Like, it's kind of like Nerfy's dogs when she's starting to do her outro. It's a Pavlovian response at this point. Um, does the potential to burn more fat sound like a win? Before you jump on the fasted cardio trend, there's a downside. While exercising in a fasted state, it's possible that your body will start breaking down muscle to use protein for fuel, says Emmanuel. Emmanuel? Emmanuel. I'm not sure how to pronounce that last name. I apologize. Um, I would say that this is potentially a concern for me, but guys, I still got a lot of fat to work through, so I don't think it's really a concern right now. Um, Plus, you're more susceptible to hitting the wall, which means you'll have less energy and not be able to work out as hard or perform as well, she adds. Again, I haven't found this to be the case. Maybe it's because I've now kind of made this routine for myself. Um, with the fasting window, with the way I do the drinking, especially when I know that, that Monday is going to be a day where I'm weighing myself. I won't drink until I've weighed myself. Like, I won't even drink in the morning. Um, because fucking every ounce, Um, but I mean, my body has fallen into a routine, at least with the eating, and it's good. It's it's good that I'm not feeling constantly hungry. I'm hungry when I should be hungry. That's the thing of it. So, and I have 10 minutes before it's going to stop because apparently I forgot to delete the other stuff before I started. So, Priya Korana, EDD, a nutrition educator at Columbia University, believes that intermittent fasting and exercising long term isn't ideal. Your body depletes itself of calories and energy, which could ultimately end up slowing your metabolism, she adds. Getting in an effective gym session while fasting. If you're set to try intermittent fasting while continuing your exercise routine, see, I was intermittent fasting before the exercise routine, so I think, again, this might be different for me. There are some things you can do to make your workout effective. Number 1, think through timing. Registered dietitian Christopher Schuff says there are 3 considerations when making your workout more effective while fasting. Whether you should exercise before, during, or after the fueling window. One popular method of intermittent fasting is the 16-8 protocol. The concept refers to consuming all food within an 8-hour fueling window and then fasting for 16 hours. Working out before the window is ideal for someone who performs well during exercise on an empty stomach, while during the window is better suited for someone who doesn't like to exercise on an empty stomach and also wants to capitalize on post-workout nutrition, he explains. For performance and recovery, Schuff says during is the best option. After the window is for people who like to exercise after fueling but don't have the opportunity to do it during the eating window, he adds. Choose the type of workout based on your macros. Certified professional trainer and master's Pilates teacher Linda Lippin says it's important to pay attention to the macronutrients you take in the day before you exercise and when you eat after. For example, strength workouts generally require more carbohydrates the day of, while cardio and high-intensity interval training can be done on a lower carb day, she explains. Eat the right meals after your workout to build or maintain muscle. Dr. Nikit Sompal says the best solution for combining intermittent fasting and exercise is to time your workouts during your eating period so your nutrition levels are peaked. If you do heavy lifting, it's important that your body have protein after the workouts to aid with regeneration, he adds. Menegal says to follow up any strength training with carbohydrates and about 20 grams of protein within 30 minutes after your workout. I tend to do a little bit after that because it takes time for me to get home. Shit. Okay, how can you safely exercise while fasting? The success of any weight loss or exercise program depends on how safe it is to sustain over time. If your ultimate goal is to decrease body fat and maintain your fitness level while doing intermittent fasting, you need to stay in the safe zone. Here are some expert tips to help you do just that. Eat a meal close to moderate to high intensity workout. This is where meal timing comes into play. Corona says that timing a meal close to your moderate or high intensity workout is key. This way your body has some glycogen stores to tap in to fuel your workout. Stay hydrated. Sompal says that remember fasting doesn't mean to remove water. In fact, he recommends that you drink more water while fasting. I try to do that gallon a day, so keep your electrolytes up. I got Gatorade Zero Sugar in here. 3 packets. A good low-calorie hydration source, says Sompal, is coconut water. I don't like the mouthfeel. It replenishes electrolytes, is low in calories, and tastes pretty good. He says Gatorade and sports drinks are high in sugar, so avoid drinking too much of them. Keep the intensity and duration fairly low. If you push yourself too hard and begin to feel dizzy or lightheaded, take a break. Listening to your body is important. I don't have those issues. Consider the type of fast. If you're doing a 24-hour intermittent fast, Lippin says you should stick to low-intensity workouts such as walking, restorative yoga, or gentle Pilates. Pilates. But if you're doing the 16-8 fast, much of the 16-hour fasting window is evening, sleep, and early in the day, so sticking to a certain type of exercise isn't as critical. Sick and tired of feeling sick and tired? Transform your eating habits to regain your energy and confidence. Using tracking tools, listening to your body. The most important advice to heed while exercising during intermittent fasting is to listen to your body. If you start to feel weak or dizzy, chances are you're experiencing low blood sugar or are dehydrated, says Amenago. If that's the case, she says to opt for a carbohydrate electrolyte drink immediately and then follow up with a well-balanced meal. While exercising and intermittent fasting may work for some people, others may not feel comfortable doing any form of exercise while fasting. Check with your doctor or healthcare provider before starting any nutrition or exercise program. Which, of course, I have. And I still have a few minutes to do an outro. Ha ha! Look at me. I'm doing things. So, yes, again, I will have that article linked for you guys to check on for yourselves. And also, do additional research, especially if you're interested in doing gym workouts while also doing intermittent fasting. I know it takes some time to get adjusted to doing intermittent fasting, but really it has helped me. It's helped me a lot, obviously. I mean, I'm doing the damn thing. So, uh, if you like my content, please hit the subscribe button. Maybe turn on those notifications. I'm posting at least 3 days a week now, usually on my gym days. Questions, comments, concerns, please drop them down below. I like hearing from people and I try to respond back, but apparently I've been missing comments, so I've had to start using the I forget what it's called, but it's something for YouTube creators to try to like catch up on things. So um but I do try to at least like them and answer them as I can. Thumbs up, thumbs down. You be the judge. Um, I love you guys. Go fuck yourselves. And we'll talk again soon. Bye.